Okay, I'm back and I apologize for that. My video cut off, so we'll start where I left off. Um, I have Batman, Lego Batman, the movie, DC Superheroes Unite, which is a cool Lego movie. And then we have Lego Justice League, Cosmic Clash DVD. Now, this actually contains all of the Lego Justice League movies, and I put them in one case. And I chose this one because it's the most recent. Plus, it has Supergirl and it has Cyborg on the artwork, as in addition to the Legion of Superheroes, which I like that it includes them. So it has, of course, Cosmic Clash, and then it has the Bizarro League and Justice League Attack of the Legion of Doom. And I believe one of these also contains that TV special Batman Beleaguered. So it has all three Lego Justice League movies inside. Then we get on to a new favorite of mine, which is Batman Unlimited Animal Instincts, which is a cool movie series. I love the animation. It's very modern. Then the second movie that they released was Monster Mayhem. And I think it has cheetah and other animal type characters. Then we get to my Mask Region 2 set, which I keep around because it contains Season 2, the racing series. Now, I'm not sure why the Season 2 was not included on the Shell Factory set. Could be due to the rights issues or whatnot, but this actually contains the remaining 10 episodes of the racing series, and it's actually on in this set, and it even mentions it somewhere back here. Anyway, this is Region 2, so I keep this around for that because it's an official mask. It's not a bootleg or anything. And then the last two in this box would actually be my Green Lantern CGI show. They used to be on DC Nation. They used to be on Cartoon Network a couple of years ago. It's a great series. I have the 2-disc, which make up the 13 episodes each. So then what we're going to do is I'm going to shift and show you a few of my other videos that I have around. So Robotech, another classic from the 80s. Now, these videos were released by AVD, I think probably in the early 2000s or 90s, and they came in huge plastic cases, outdated cases that I had to get rid of, and I changed out the cases. So this is the Macross series, which is the most popular. So it's kind of a generic thing, but I love how they fit. This is Robotech the Sentinels, which is a sequel to the Macross saga, where it shows what happens to Rick and the other characters from the first season. Then we have season 2, the Masters with Dana Sterling, and then the last one, which was the new or next generation, which includes the characters Lancer and Scott Bernard and so on. Then we have the Rhino editions of a few DVDs. Now, the whole story with me changing out the cases, how it began was I actually purchased a G.I. Joe DVD from eBay, and it was used, and when I got it, it reeked of smoke, cigarette smoke, and whatnot. So I was about to throw it away, and then I realized I had some cases, and I was like, well, instead of throwing it away, let me just change it out. So I was about to throw it away, and I realized that the case had artwork or like cells, animation cells, which I thought were really cool. So what I did was I switched it out, and perfect. It just changed the look of the collection. So I thought it was a good idea. So I did that for most of my Rhino collections, including Gem and Transformers, which makes it a lot thinner to keep in my collection. So As you probably know, Rhino had released a lot of the popular Marvel 3 Gem, Transformers, and G.I. Joe. So I got the first and second seasons, season 3, part 1 of Gem in these nifty little sets. I like the Rhino releases because to me they're a little bit more detailed than the Shout Factory set, even though Shout was able to complete both series of Gem and G.I. Joe. I appreciate that they were able to do that, but still, I'm holding on to my Rhino sets because to me, they're worth holding on to. Now, Transformers was another, the Rhino series was another release that just took up way too much space, and it was bulky, and it came in packaging where it was just too annoying to try and take out the DVDs out the case to watch. It became an ordeal, and who wants to go through an ordeal if you're gonna watch a DVD. I mean, if it's a collector's item and it's unopened, that's different. But when the set is actually opened and you actually watch it from time to time, it becomes a nuisance. So basically, the Rhino sets they contain these nice booklets, these episode booklets, which actually make up the artwork for my cases, which works out fine. So the Transformer series contain animation cells, which I use for the back cover, which makes this look totally cool. And as you can see, everything's labeled. It tells you what seasons are where. And so this is my Transformers collection. It's just the Rhino set. It's not the Shout Factory set, which works for me. Then we have Voltron, the vehicle team Voltron, which no Voltron collection is without. I actually prefer this, I guess, over the Lion series. I guess because I given the Lion series way too much attention when I was a kid. So now that I'm an adult, I can appreciate the vehicle team more, and I just seem to enjoy the episodes a little bit more because they're not as familiar as the Lion Force. So we have the three teams that were released. Now, originally, these came in cardboard tins, which were actually cool collector's items. But again, I'm not really big on bulky DVD sets. So again, these actually contained nice little booklets that made great covers for my collection. So they actually look as if they were sold this way, which is what I'm going for because I'm a collector and appearance means a lot to me as well. So these are the DVDs that actually started my whole repackaging craze or hobby. The ones I was explaining to you, these are the ones. This, I believe, was the one that I brought on eBay that had the cigarette smell, but now it's a perfectly good new set, new clean cover. It smells perfectly DVD fresh. Now, this was the mini series, the original series that started the G.I. Joe series. So I think I stopped season 1, part 2. All the other series seasons, they got a little crazy with Serpentor and all these other wacky characters. So I was like, well, I'm cool with just the first season. That's fine for me. So another set I have to my collection, no collection would be complete without, is Batman the Animated Series. Now, these are the 4 original volumes that complete the whole series. And these actually came out before the complete series box set, which has a 2 DVD case. Now, because I purchased these and I spent a lot of money, I was not willing to double dip and pay another $100 or so just to get a slimmer cases or whatever. So what I did was, um, again, I was able to find these cases, and they actually hold 8 discs each. And basically, the complete series has 2 cases, but it has artwork, which I don't have, which I'd love to have at some point. But for now, this works. So the difference between the two is that instead of throwing away the original artwork like I did for my Rhino, G.I. Joes, and Gem and Transformers, I decided to keep them around. Um, for now because I can use them to reference or find certain episodes. But at one point, I will probably just throw these away because they're kind of bulky. The artwork is a little better than the Rhino's cartoon sets, which was totally terrible. But for now, I'm just gonna hold on to them. A couple of months from now, they could be in the trash or recycle. Um, Another set I have is actually my Charlie's Angels, the complete series. Now, anyone who's bought this already knows about the terrible packaging, the way it's packaged on the inside. And Sony actually released this. And the fact that such a big company would put out this type of like useless case and it doesn't protect the DVDs is ridiculous to me. I mean, while other companies you would expect this from other like low rent companies, but this is just a terrible packaging. And mostly anyone who's bought this and who's posted a review on Amazon or any other company, they're always complain. Most of them are complaining about the packaging. You know, um, it's a great series. So again, what I did was I purchased individual cases for each season. This is season one, season two, season three, season four, and season five. Now, the good part about one of the only good parts about buying a complete series is back when it first came out, the fifth season with Tanya Roberts was not available yet. So this was pretty much the only way to get it at that time. So I'm glad I did because later on, when they released a separate complete season five, the discs were just black and white, didn't have the artwork like these do. So I kind of won out on this one, but I kind of miss when I actually had the individual seasons one, three, and four because of the artwork. Um, just like I said, the cases were much better than this cardboard disaster, but at least this one shows the complete series. And I'm a big fan of packaging of complete series sets. The artwork is nice, but still, just the inside is just it's a crime basically, and it needs to be redone. So that pretty much covers my DVD collection. Hopefully, one day I'll have more to report on. I appreciate everyone being so patient and just going through it. I actually watched a couple of videos online or on YouTube, and I was inspired. Some guy named Zan Zeranius or Zerania, he has an awesome DVD collection, and then there's some guy MOTU. I guess that stands for Masters of the Universe. Anyway, so a shout out to those two people. After watching your videos, it pretty much inspired me to make my own video. So hopefully there'll be more, and hopefully everyone will enjoy my videos. Please post or leave comments for me, and I'd love to hear your intake, any ideas, suggestions, um, any comments. I would appreciate that. Just a shout out. Okay, well that's enough for now. So take care, be safe, and peace out.